Send me the witch.
We are doing our podcast after Dad's birthday party. We've been very busy today. So I've got a list of topics. Pray to God that Jody doesn't choose a few of them, but choose a number.
No.
1 through 10.
3.
Oh, Lordy, Mom.
No.
Okay, we're going to skip that one today. Okay.
I'm not crying.
We're not going to cry today.
What we took? You said Life 360.
Okay,
That's
we'll choose one.
Oh, another number.
Number
5.
4. 4. I choose 4. No, we can't talk about Mom. We just celebrated Dad's 85th birthday, and he is dealing with cancer and his angio and all that. And so it was a special birthday. We had a big dinner, all the family here. I cooked. Jody made cake. We had a great time.
Yeah, I made cake.
You made cake. Actually, it was from Simply Baked, and it was
Sweets and Smiles.
Oh, sorry, Sweets and Smiles. It was fabulous. Anyway, the Life 360.
You're an expert at Life 360.
I am so good. Today, last night, Sloan called me and he said, Mom, I need, and I didn't tell you this, he said, Mom, I need the password to Verizon. I'm going to get my own phone account. And I'm like, I know why. I can't have Life 360 on him because he's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
How is it for you?
I feel like with Talon, I just make sure he's at his dorm. Or at night. But I feel like I don't probably use it as much. But if Quinn, I'm wondering where he's at. It's nice to know. But I think it's nice, like with Dad and Linda last night.
Yeah.
Not knowing they got locked out of their house. But I looked to make sure they got home. So I think it can be an advantage.
Do you want to know my experience from last night?
Oh.
So I woke up this morning. I went to bed last night around midnight, 1 a.m. Woke up this morning and I look at all the kids, and Chaz is at home. His phone is it's like at 3%. Madison's usually at like 5%. So her phone's always dying. Sloan stayed home last night, which I was like, shocker. He stayed home downtown Kansas City, didn't go out. And my sweet little Alyssa got home at wee hours of the morning. And I was like, what is she doing? First weekend at MSU, and she had fun. So, yeah. I always make sure, and I can tell, I'm sure as all you moms know, I can tell by if the phone is on the charger. I'm like, oh yeah, they did not turn off the notifications. It's on the charger and they are present and they are at home. So that's one of the things I do. And I tell the kids. Is that the
little lightning thing?
Yes. But then you have to go to the top and it'll say, I don't even know, my phone's videoing us, but it'll say current, like as in 1 hour or now. If it says now, that means they haven't turned it off. If it says like 1 hour, that means they turned off their notifications an hour ago. So they're probably somewhere totally different than where you expect. So,
but what about the portable charger? Because the boys each have one of those that magnetize.
It's the same thing.
So then
they turn off the charger.
Yeah.
There was one incident, Sloan, gosh, I think it was his junior year of high school. And he was with his buddy Jacob, and they went out and had a good time and everything. And he was telling me he was at Jacob's house. And I guess the Life 360 lagged. And I was at home, and it was like midnight, and Greg's asleep, of course. And I'm looking, and I looked at, and it said like as of 3 hours ago. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm texting Sloan. I'm like, where are you at? Why are you not answering? Where are you at? And he was supposed to be at Jacob's house, and no answer. So I proceed to get in my car and I drive to the location that they have been to, Buddy's house. And I pull up and I'm like, nobody's here. What's going on? And then I pull up to Jacob's house and his truck is there and he's in Jacob's house. And I was so embarrassed because I did track him by my car. And I went to his location and I was like, oh my gosh. But it does, sometimes it drives me crazy because I will look at it and I'll go to sleep and then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, or I'll wake up in the middle of the night. And we have adult children that I mean, the youngest is in college, and the second to the youngest lives downtown Kansas City. And then I don't have Chandler on there. Bless her little heart. She's like, I'm not getting on there. That is crazy. Mom and dad are nuts. Greg doesn't look at it. But Chaz and Madison are on there, and they never go anywhere, but they never charge their phones. Yes, but it will. It will show that. What a funny thing. Oh gosh, this is 2 or 3 years ago. And I was at the hair salon and I was looking at my Life 360, and it said that Chaz was going like 90 miles an hour and then went to 100 miles an hour, then went to 120. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought he's like running from the cops or something. I'm like, what is he doing? And so I'm texting him and I'm calling him and texting him, and I am in anxiety, panic mode. And I'm like, what is going on? Where is he at? He was on a plane. He had just taken off on the plane, and it was on the runway. And then his phone went dead because he turned it on airplane mode. So, but it will do that too. So it is a safety precaution though for parents, for moms. I mean, it does. I'm probably getting ready to get rid of. We'll have one left. Alyssa, bless her little heart, she'll be on it. Greg doesn't look at anything. He's like, if anything happens, I'll get a phone call. So I look at it and I see when she gets home, and she'll fill me in. But yeah, I still track the 24-year-old.
Withdrawals when you can't look at Life 360 anymore.
I think it's like gave him mental health. I have a problem, and I really do. I seriously look at it all the time.
Withdrawal.
Oh my gosh! And then Dad and Linda are on it, and my dad has no clue, but he has turned me off. Like he has no notifications.
He asked me to put it back on there, but now that Linda's on it, because last night they lost electricity, and I'm like, oh good, they made it home, not knowing that they weren't in their
driveway and couldn't get in the front door.
Yeah.
Well, he can track me.
Or
exactly
your sister calls and goes, oh, you're at Target, get this. Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's crazy though. Can you imagine what our parents would have done?
Oh, I know.
I mean, there is no way.
Especially with you.
I remember when we were kids, I remember when I went out with this boy. I can't even remember his name. But we went out, and Mom and Dad said, don't leave Springfield, Greene County area. Do not leave Springfield. And so he wanted to go to Branson, and there was a big party down here. It was somewhere at the lake. And I was like a sophomore in high school. We went out as a group, these friends of ours. And we went down to Branson, and this guy drove the coolest convertible Porsche. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. And so we drove with the top down and everything. We get to Branson. His car breaks down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my mom and dad are going to kill me. Dad will kill me. I have to get home. He'll kill me. And I think we got home, like my curfew was midnight, but mom and dad always went to bed. But I think I walked in the door at like 4 a.m.
Did they wake up?
No, Dad did not wake up. Everything was fine. I snuck in, went to the bedroom, covered my head with the blankets, and he never knew. But that's what we went through as kids. I mean, I snuck in and out so many times. It was unreal. If we had Life 360, can you imagine?
Well, and you couldn't call.
No.
When there were cell phones.
No. Yeah. And Greg and I do depend. I mean, he put it on his phone when we first got it, and he would track Alyssa and Sloan when they were still in high school, but now he doesn't even, I think he deleted it off his phone, but I track him just to make sure they're safe, and and I'll look at the location and look at the area. It always freaks you out when you look at it and they're like downtown and it says they're running. Have you ever seen that?
No, what I've had is when their car turns from a little car cartoon to a race car because they're speeding.
Oh,
then Talon today, I call him, I'm like, it's showing a race car. And he's like, Mom, it's 70 miles per hour. And I think it really was. But I guess if you go at 70 or higher, it's a little race car. I'm like, let's show a racetrack, slow down.
Today I got on it. We were on the golf cart and we were going, Greg had to go to the lake. Of course, we're having a party. I'm cooking a huge dinner, trying to get ready. He's like, let's go down to the lake and go fish for a minute. I'm like, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. Being a good wife. And we're driving and I see Life 360 come up on my phone and it says, looks like you're working out. and it showed me on the Life 360, and I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on the golf cart, and it looks like I'm running.
Nicholas is on ours, and truly, I just look. I know Nicholas is the address at his base and the address at his house. So I look, and if he's at his house, I know I can call.
Yeah,
because he can't talk to me when he's there, so or at the base. But
I mean, it does. It comes in handy, especially like with Quinn at school.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, he's left school. He's on his way home.
Yeah.
It was a comfort thing for me whenever the kids were in school, because I knew that they were at ball practice or they were at home and everything was okay. But I think now it gives me anxiety because I don't have that control. But like on Chaz and Madison, I look at it and I mean, they're perfectly fine. They're like little old couples, so they just don't charge their phones. So
well, what some of the kids do, they put them in friends' mailboxes.
Yes.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Parents, you don't know the secrets of Life 360. I have clients that I've told about it, and they're like, "What is this?" And I tell them their kids would probably kill me, but they're sitting there on the phones at the salon and they're downloading it, and they're like, "Oh," but the secrets, they can turn off notifications. And if it says up to, I can't remember what it says at the top, like up to 1 hour or something. But if it says now, that means they're there. It is accurate. They're at that location. If it says like up to 1 hour, that means 1 hour ago, they stuck their phone somewhere or they turned off their notifications, which I've had that happen to me until I figured it out. But yeah, I've heard that. We had one of the kids, I won't name names, but they had a friend spend the night and they left their phone down in our basement, and they did that, so they went out and didn't know they weren't supposed to go out. They were of age. They drove and they left their phone in the basement, and the mom did not know. So, but it showed they were at our house. They were safe. Everything was fine. And so, of course, the parent thought everything was good. But
well, then what they do, they can leave their phone, but if they have the Apple Watch, they can still talk on their watch.
I didn't think about that. Yeah. So they put them in mailboxes?
Yeah, well, I knew of a mom that she said that all these parents are like, is da-da-da okay? And they're like, she's like, yeah, why? And finally, she's like, for some reason, I feel like those parents all think those kids are at my house. She walked out to her mailbox. There were like 5 phones in her mailbox, which is actually really pretty smart.
I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you do what you have to do. It's just, it stinks for the kids at this age because of technology, but like us parents, it gives us anxiety,
but my boys
we need
track
therapy.
Me.
Yeah.
Talon has it on his when I leave work and when I get home.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff, so.
I've had kids text me, hey, you just left the hair salon when you get Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, no, so yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good in both aspects, but anyway.
Crazy psycho with it.
I am a little crazy. We've had a busy day. Dad turned 85, so it was cute. My kids, Sloan and Chaz, and the grandkids sent him a little video of happy birthday.
Sweet.
So super cute, super fun. Sister-in-law's birthday, she turned 60. So
Michelle will be 60 Tuesday. Wait, what's today?
Today is
she'll
19th.
be 60 Tuesday.
Yeah. Or what is today?
So it's 21st. Tomorrow's Dad's birthday. Good job, Brandy.
It's been a long week. I am doing a staycation this week. We were talking about trying to go to Florida this week. We've talked about it, but Grace doesn't seem to realize that we talked about it. Dad has a ton of doctor appointments and things going on. So I decided, and it's actually kind of giving me anxiety because I'm like, I don't get up and go to work tomorrow. But I'm doing a staycation. Jody and I are taking Dad to St. Louis. Hopefully he gets his angio this week. And not doing a whole lot of anything. So it's kind of nice. I was laughing this morning. I got up and it was the first time I seen my new paint job in my house in daylight because I leave in the dark and I come home in the dark. So it'll be good. It's, a little relaxation. I need it. I work a lot of hours. And so I'm kind of excited about it. Look at Jake. We're sitting here and behind the video is our backyard and our bulldog is just sitting there staring at us.
He's so
Come here, Jake. That is funny.
Oh, he's coming.
Is he? Come here. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be a good week. I am excited. If clients call me, I won't be there. Come here, Jakey.
But she'll do your hair at her house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wish I could do it in my she shed, but I live too far away. Everybody's like, "Oh, are you going to move your hair salon to your she shed?" Believe me, if I could, I would. It would be fan-freaking-tastic.
Greg would never do that.
My husband would never do it because the salon drives him crazy. And we live too far away. So I will never leave Blend Salon. I love it. I love it. Actually, it gives me anxiety not being there tomorrow. It's weird, but I'm kind of excited to be able to sleep past 3 o'clock and, maybe you and I can have lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know. We're going to St. Louis with Dad on Wednesday and I'm driving. That's a terrifying situation, but
he didn't come.
Oh. But anyway, it is Sunday, so at the end of September, we have lots going on. We're doing this podcast today. We have a bunch of topics, but we didn't choose a couple of them. They're too emotional. So Jody's like, please wait.
Not crying.
We don't want the ugly cry face today, but that'll come. But it's fun. We have good, fun ones, and we have some really emotional ones, so it's good. So anyway, have a happy Sunday, and we will see you guys next week. Don't know what we'll talk about, but Jody gets to choose, so she's so excited about that. So anyway, have a good Sunday, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.